ate, just drank, talked shit, and watched the football game. So we were watching the football game. Santi, he benched Lamar Jackson. He put Minshew. So we're watching the game. He's like, yo, that's it, bro. I want my money back. I'm about to lose. And I was playing your brother. Yeah. And I was like, yo. I was in my mind. I'm like, yo, I'm going to win this week. But I told him, you never know. Shit happens. It's fantasy. Guess what? I lost. This week he beat me.
Damn.
And that's the way. Look, I remember I saw his lineup this week. And I was about to text him to look out for him. And I thank God I did it. He had the running back from San Francisco. His name was Russell Wilson, I think, or something like that.
The quarterback?
My bad. Chuleta smack for that. But he had something Wilson, the running back. The thing was, for San Francisco, was they were going to use like 2 or 3 running backs. And out of all of them, he was supposed to be like the last.
The third string.
And this motherfucker had like 25 points because he got like maybe 2 touchdowns. So I was like, what the fuck? And Santi beat me with Minshew.
Oh my god!
So and I got a pretty good team. So I was like,
Minshew sucked that game.
Yeah,
because he lost to Fitzpatrick.
So when we were watching the game, he only had like 4 points.
Yeah,
he got garbage points because towards the end, Miami played like a prevent defense.
Yeah.
So he ended up with 9 points, and I saw it, and I was like, yo, 9 points, that's good. I'm like, I should win this week. And yo, bro, I lost. So I know you guys were listening to who's in the fantasy stuff. Like I said, shit changes. Mm-hmm. You could get a bad injury, and sometimes somebody could go off like you didn't even know it's gonna go off.
Because this week that just passed, I had switched out Watson and put Phillip Rivers because he's playing the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh, this motherfucker's gonna gunsling this shit. This motherfucker only got me like 18 points.
But that's the thing is like,
but Deshaun Watson didn't get me nothing. Deshaun Watson had like 17 points.
Because they played Pittsburgh. Yeah, they sacked them a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So I was like, all right, at least I'm okay with that because I would have been pissed if he would have got like 35 points.
Yeah, because I think Barron put...
He took Josh Allen and put Ben Roethlisberger.
And Josh Allen went crazy at first.
He almost had 40 points.
But he did the right move. He still wouldn't... No, he did the
Barron's
wrong move.
theory is, I took Ben... because this might be his last year, so he's going to want to show off and go crazy. I was like, Barron.
They're all trying to win the Super Bowl.
Don't think that Ben's going to be Ben from back in the days, man. Ben is... He looked older than Eli Manning, and they got drafted the same year.
But he's doing good this year so far.
He is. But
I wouldn't bench him for...
I won't bench him, and I won't bench Josh Allen and put Ben.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either.
Because Ben...
But Ben does play good at home.
You pop Ben one time, like, if, what's his name? If J.J. Watts would have popped him once...
1,800. Well, I feel like Mexico to me.
Fuck. What was the stuff we were taking in Santi's house? Leyenda?
Bro, we took so many shots. And what you're going to get into. But, yeah, so going on to sports, we're happy the Yankees are now playing Tampa. Wow. We're going into the bubble.
We're going to San Diego, baby.
So, the crazy thing is like...
did you think we were going to lose the first game with that Cy Young picture?
I was scared.
Bieber?
I was scared. But when...
I thought we were going to lose yesterday.
When I was watching the game, I was just like, we're taking a lot of pitches.
Yeah.
The one thing that I noticed, like with the Yankees this year, it seems that the Yankees are playing more like back in the days in the sense that it's not all home run balls. They're doing the little hits. Like it's a mix. We got the Giancarlo. We got the...
It's like the extra base hits.
Exactly. Like that guy, LeMahieu, whatever. He's the fucking MVP of the team.
Even fucking this kid, Urshela.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Where the Yankees are doing little base hits, like the stuff and the walks.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that the Yankees used to do back in the days. That they would do walks. The pitcher, they get their pitch count high, and that's what they did with that kid. Because that kid, he pretty much won the Cy Young. He was number one in strikeouts, wins.
He won.
And ERA.
They gave it to him because I was listening to all the announcers and commentators on ESPN. They were like, yeah, I voted for him because it was either going to be him or the other guy from who's the other American League pitcher that's been.
But what I meant, not Cy Young. Oh man, I forgot what it's called. It's basically the Triple Crown. So like for hitters, the Triple Crown is if you lead the league in batting, home runs, and RBIs.
Yeah,
that's what he did for pitching. He did
ERA.
ERA
was low. His ERA was like at 1.15 for the year.
The most strikeouts.
Strikeouts, yeah.
And the most wins.
Yeah.
So he was number 111.
Yeah, that's what he got.
And he was Triple Crown.
He got the votes quick because of that. And I didn't know anything about this kid Bieber because I didn't watch.
Me neither.
But they were like, "Oh, this is the one pitcher that could fucking." Because they were saying, "Yo, the Yankees could get swept or the Yankees could win." Because the way they've been playing this season,
yeah,
they could win 9 games in a row, but then lose 20 and then come back and win 10 more towards the end of the season. What saved them was that we were busting ass so much in the beginning of the season that towards the back end we were okay.
Yeah.
Did we want to be in the wild card race? No, we wanted to fucking be chilling, but. At least we're playing baseball, and that keeps them warm. Because now we're going to play Tampa, who was chilling. And now, the thing is, there's no road. You saw how they played back to back to back.
Yeah.
There was going to be no space in between.
Yeah, no off days.
And now they go to the bubble. It's going to be the same shit. Back. So now you got to know how to use your pitchers, your relievers, and all this shit. So it's going to be crazy.
Man, let me ask, So, for me, I've been happy. I love sports. So, now that football's started, it's been fucking fun to watch Sunday, Monday, even like I said, Thursday. And then basketball's been good. And then baseball. So, do you like the bracket stuff that they're doing with sports? Because they did it for basketball and they did it for baseball.
Yeah,
I like it.
But now they added 16 teams now with baseball, which they didn't have that.
I like it. They kind of copied off of March Madness.
Yeah.
And I like it this way.
It's more like a College World Series now.
Yeah.
It keeps you more interested because now you got more. Like yesterday was the first time ever that there was 8 games in one day.
That's what I'm saying.
And it was like, if you're not home watching this game, the time you get out of work, you're going to watch this game. But then people are mad because... the ratings, you put this team, but dude, it's 8 games. You got multiple ways to watch games. You got your smartphone. You take a lunch break, that means you can watch baseball. You taking a shit, you can watch baseball. You go home, you're going to watch baseball. So, the way you're talking about the bracket is fucking good. I like the way they did it with basketball. I just didn't like that they try to shove New Orleans down our throat because they had Zion Williamson. There was no need for that team to be in the bubble because they were 3-4 games away from hitting that top 8.
So how many games did they do again for before they went into playoffs?
So the bubble for basketball was
8 games
to 10 games.
And
they brought New Orleans because Memphis was already number 8.
Yeah.
But Portland was right behind them. So I'm okay with that. But now you're adding New Orleans because now you want people to watch because they got Zion Williamson.
Yeah.
He's bringing eyes to the game.
Yeah.
So I'm like, there's no need to put him there because they put this. Let me see. They had the top teams were there already because they had the best record. They were already automatic.
Yeah.
So then they brought I don't want to call them bullshit teams, but the teams that were not supposed to be there, I guess just to play extra games and shit like that. Hey, whatever brings more money to them and then more whatever. I like baseball. Baseball did it different. Baseball like, okay, you got to earn it. We're going to give you... Because normally it's 8 teams?
Yeah.
8, right?
No. It's always been smaller. For baseball... It's always been, I think, if I remember correctly...
It's 8 from American League and 8 from...
I don't remember it being this much.
No? I always thought it was that.
How many we got...
Because it was the wild card game, and the wild card game was only one game.
So, there's... If I remember, there's American League, there's East and West.
And Central.
And Central, right?
Yeah.
So 3. If I remember correctly, I think they would do those 3 and maybe 1 wild card game.
Yeah.
So it was a total of 5 teams.
Yeah, so the wild card game was
and
one
it was
game,
only 1 fucking game.
1 game wild card.
Now they're allowing more.
Yeah.
It's smart.
Because the season was so short.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to stick with this.
They have.
I think they're going to stick with
this.
this.
They have to.
Even if they play the 162 games, I think this bracket is going to work for them.
To me, both basketball and baseball, what it reminds me of is the March Madness.
Yeah.
You're waking up, whatever, not waking up, but you got games that start at 1.
Mm-hmm.
You got another one that starts at... It makes you want to watch more baseball.
Yeah.
So, like, I was watching, I think, the Reds yesterday. I was watching, I think, today, Oakland. If it was only 2 teams,
yeah,
I probably would just watch, whatever. It wouldn't be... But because...
you wouldn't even watch the whole game.
Because they are, like, back-to-back, you get excited. So, it's crazy. Like, I like the whole... today you get 4 games. Tomorrow you get 4 games. So I like all the games all in a bunch as opposed to a little by little each game. So I like the way they're doing it with the brackets, and I hope they keep it because even with sports, a lot of it has to do with betting, right? So even as Barron said, he's liking fantasy football, and it's because you pick your own team. There's kind of like there's a betting emphasis on it. That's why football's grown so big because of the money it gets from betting. Now with the brackets, that's such a marketing thing for every year. So next year, who's gonna win the bracket? That's why March Madness is such a big thing.
Yeah.
I don't know the teams for March Madness. I probably know Duke, North Carolina, and that's it. But people watch it because it's such a big thing. You make a bracket, you see who wins. And I got a feeling with baseball and basketball is going to be a little bit more like that. So
yeah,
I like it so far. In terms of our teams, we're both fucking on both. I'm on a high, Al's on a low.
I'm on a very low. We're on 3.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't. And then you guys are playing the Rams this week.
Yeah, I don't see us. Then we play Dallas, which another bullshit team.
Yeah.
Now the people are talking about, if they lose more games and they get a first pick, will you take that kid Joey Lawrence? No, we got a quarterback already. Fucking draft O-line, man. Bro. That's what we need is offensive line. Fuck another quarterback. He's good. Give him time to throw the ball. He could run too. Without him, if he would have never... I'm getting fucking emotional right now.
I know.
I'm angry. This kid's been running the ball more than Eli has. Eli played for us for almost 15 years. This kid has run the ball more than Eli in last week's game.
But he's not better than Eli.
Well, this is his second season.
Yeah, but
you got to give him time. Eli had a good O-line at one time. When we had Ahmad Bradshaw, we had Jacobs. We had a good O-line. And we had a fucking awesome defense.
Yeah, you guys had awesome defense.
Defense with Strahan.
Yeah.
That will take out the other offense out in a 3 downs.
I was listening to a podcast this week with Strahan, Rob Lowe's podcast. A good listen if you want to get a chance. So Rob Lowe, and happy National Podcast Day. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. And like, yeah, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing. And we do this for fun.
Yep.
And happy, Daughter's Day, Son's Day, I think what happened. But the crazy shit is that, let me take the shot. They were talking about, Rob Lowe was talking first about the stadium. He was talking about that he's cool with Steve Tisch, I think your owner.
Yeah.
And he was saying like, yo, what's up with that stadium? Like, there's no history. And even Strahan, he's like, yeah, I don't feel anything inside it. Because they were talking about the new stadiums. Yeah.
Okay.
He goes, there isn't anything. Like, you don't get, they could have made so much more. Like,
they try
in terms of making, and I guess maybe because making for 2 teams, they. But he said there's no.
It reminds me of the old stadium.
Yeah. So he was talking about that, and then they were talking about Eli, like the way they kind of did Eli.